Yo, yo, yo. Back at it again. Another lovely day. Here we are. Welcome to Talk About with your boy Lust.
Yes, sir.
And I'm your host Lust. And today we have a special guest. Per usual. We always bring the next top thing, We always got the freshness out here. But I'm gonna let him speak and state his name and his Instagram. Tell us about yourself real quick.
Definitely, man. Appreciate y'all having us.
Hey,
You know what I mean? Shout
pleasure.
out my boy Jay here. He here with us. My name is Marklin Hayes, man, from TGT Entertainment. You can follow us on Instagram. MARCOLEN_HAYES, like Isaac Hayes. And
Hey.
then
Hey.
TGT, _ENT.
But yeah, man, definitely a pleasure to finally have you here. I know
Yes,
we planned
sir.
this out like it's been what we've been talking for like give or take
Uh,
close to a
Close to a
month.
month, yeah. Close to
Yeah,
a month, yeah.
so this been in the works. I mean, we finally
putting
got you.
it putting it here, yeah,
Yeah,
putting it
yeah,
together. Nah, I appreciate it. You know what I mean, and it's a platform that we could push and
it
stuff.
is.
And
It definitely is, and the way I see it too is just like we were talking earlier, it's just like a platform that is just super natural. You know what I mean?
definitely,
Like,
I felt those vibes as soon as I walked in. I was like, yo, this is a vibe right here. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm
we try
saying?
to make this like very organic, like
Yeah,
less scripted as possible. If even for me that I
I
do
love
it
that.
so like even the entrance, it's so repetitive sometimes. Like
Yeah,
I try to like yeah, we try to make something like homey here.
that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, no, I got the basement bunker vibes type. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like it's just different, and it's you could tell that there's space to create here. You know what I mean?
bless. But for the most part, so give us a little bit of like your background, like where you came from,
Okay.
where you from, like what you repping, like
Yeah, well,
what makes you.
yeah. Well, again, my name is Marklin Hayes. The type of music that I do is like R&B, hip hop, ambient vibe, like roll around with your girl type shit, or turn up in the club with the homies.
Hell
And
yeah.
I had grew up in Florida, Miami, Florida, from 71 North Beach, and had took it over to North Miami and shit. And I feel like every time I'm kind of patching around, my sound has been like evolving in a certain way, with the city and stuff.
Hell
And
yeah.
just been fucking ripping these shows and shit, fucking it up for a minute now. And I had just dropped a record called Love You Better. The video out now. You can look it up at TGT Entertainment on YouTube.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. So for the most part, has this always been like the what you've been pushing now lately, music wise? Is this something that like it's always been like your style, your calling, or like, or do you kind of like develop to the artist that you are now?
I I believe it's been a lot of developing around the COVID time and stuff. I was able to focus on what I really wanted to see while we had that time to think.
Oh yeah,
And yeah, man, I just wanted to do something that I felt more natural about me, pursuing. You know what I mean? So it just things from there, from Hotel 305, shit just has switched up. You know what I mean? And I'm grateful for it. My producers, my team, and stuff.
yeah. And I was telling you, I was listening to that
Yeah,
album.
appreciate
It
it.
was definitely a vibe, man. Like it's a very and like what I liked is like me personally too. I like when like song transition to the next song like properly. Like
Yeah,
it's
I'm big
like
on that. Yeah, I'm big on that. Like
it's
any
almost like
projects that I
storytelling
do,
at that point.
facts. You can listen to it backwards or forward, but it has to be able to match. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And transition well.
I feel like that's
Definitely.
something that's come from like obviously like older style like artists because they're like it was literally like the artist storytelling. And I've seen like you've opened up for some cool people. Like I saw Bone Thugs.
Yeah, Bone Thugs. Yeah, that was the main last one before COVID hit. That was in November. Me and
Where
the
was
team
that
had
at?
did it. It was at Revolution Live.
Oh hell
So it was
yeah.
a sold out show. We were like, footage is out. Like still, we went crazy. But it was a blessing, because it had came in clutch, and those type of shows, like, you want people to fuck with you. You know what I
Oh
mean? To
yeah.
a level that they see that you're talented, you work hard, you work ethic.
Those
And
are
for those shows,
legendary dudes,
yeah, they just gonna put you on,
Yeah.
and that's exactly what happened. And we got blessed about that one. Yeah, shit was crazy.
And I saw you got a couple other ones. You had Dead Presidents.
We had Dead Prez. Yeah, because these are performances that we were opening up around 2016, 2017.
But dude, those are still epic because like I remember even now like you're starting to see more of like our like
Yeah.
I mean my like I'm 35, so it's like
Okay.
our era of music, and I feel
Yeah,
like that
yeah.
was such a raw,
A raw
epic,
time.
and
Yeah,
everyone always
man.
says like we sound like old heads at this point, like oh back in my time, but it's like
Nah,
nah,
you
yo, like
you
bro,
gotta, my bad for cutting you off. It's like you gotta be able to go back and study what's happening because history repeats itself.
yeah.
So if you're able to, if you're trying to be 10 steps ahead or just
But another thing is
spiritually, you
that
know what I
time
mean?
too, bro, is like you got a lot of these people now coming successful like at a young age. Talking about they came from nothing, but like they're 15 years old, bro. You
Yeah,
still haven't even
facts.
experienced manhood yet. You know what I mean? You
Your
haven't been in the
puberty.
streets, like yeah. So
Facts,
like these
facts.
motherfuckers were like 25, 26 coming up,
Yeah, heard that.
like leaving their house because they had to because that's the only way they can see a better life, and then actually
Yeah,
holding their own, and then actually finally seeing a check close to 30. You know what I mean?
facts.
So it's like, bro, that music is no comparing. Like,
Yeah, nah, it's again, it's just a different era, man. I feel like for every different generation, we're gonna have a different perspective on
yeah,
what we feel like is the best music. So I'm sure in the 1960s and 1950s,
oh,
they were
that was a
doing the
little,
same. You
yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But it's something to keep in the back pocket because
And the other
you
thing is
know,
like, and we talk about times like that, we're talking about like when like technically you would say like, so obviously white people made like that like that's kind of like a different style of soul and rock and all that, and then when you got like Hispanic people or even black people or whatever trying to make these type of different songs, it was always
okay,
like, yo, what are you doing here? And
yeah,
they
yeah,
kill it, dude, you know what I mean?
it's
Like
different,
James
man.
Brown,
Yeah.
I just saw his documentary, bro.
Oh, dope.
And
Where was it? What was it on?
I want to say it was on because the Whitney Houston just came on too, and they were
Okay.
calling her like a sellout, and she was too poppy, and then she switched it up, and it was like,
Oh shit.
it's
Yeah.
literally when like any culture takes a little bit like of white culture and
Yeah.
changes it, it's like it irritates them, but it's like it
They
sticks
know
so
that it
hard,
sticks. Yeah,
bro. It's
because
insane.
bro, our culture is talented, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
just it seasons it all up. You know what I mean?
that's a fact.
And
That's a
like,
fact.
but James Brown, dude, it was just such a different style because he was bringing like rock to soul because he
Okay.
was a soul artist,
But there were people around that time that were kind of doing the same thing. I'm
There
trying to
was because I
remember
mean you can say like the
when.
Temptations and all that, but there was a lot slower. James Brown picked it up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was energy. It was high
It was like
energy.
yeah,
Yeah,
very hype.
definitely high energy.
It was
Uh
almost
huh.
like like church choir like hype stuff,
That's why a
And
lot of people didn't like it. They were like, for what I read and shit that I looked into, it's the devil's music, or
yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's what they
because
always say.
it's
Anything that gets you
hyper and it doesn't
moving.
get you. Nah, but you
Nah,
trust God's
music
timing,
insane.
bro. You always gotta, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you do.
Because
And
if
just
not, nigga,
trust the process. Because one thing I appreciate about too about like that James Brown movie, that boy, he literally got it out the mud. That
yeah.
he knew. It's almost like the whole Wu Tang Saga series.
I had just finished watching it
I
today,
haven't
actually.
finished it yet, so
Yo, that shit is
don't tell
crazy.
me nothing.
That shit is crazy. I love it. It's very inspirational,
It
when you
is,
watch
dude.
things like
But the
that.
thing is, like, these motherfuckers knew that shit was corporate as fuck, bro. So you better back
Facts.
yourself up. A lot of these
Facts.
people die or before death find out they don't have no rights to their music. Like we live in a time right now too that there's platforms that you can literally make money and see your royalties.
Yo, and that's a beautiful thing, man,
Bro,
because
amazing.
to put all this money up, and don't get me wrong, I'm very passionate about my music. I've been
Yeah,
doing it for a
yeah,
while, but we got families to feed. You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
But
Like we gotta,
you're also the one going through it. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
this music's
definitely,
coming from a place, and
yeah,
you're the one going through it, and then they're eating more than you are. You
yeah,
know what I mean? It's
yeah,
like you
yeah.
watch even like the Elvis one. That when Elvis like, bro, you're killing me. Like, how the
Literally,
fuck do I have all this money? And they were drugging the fuck out that motherfucker.
mm-hmm.
And that motherfucker's like, you know what? I don't want you as a manager. And that boy sued him for all that money when he knew that nigga was broke. So it's like, bro, it's
It's the
fucked
drugs
up.
too. It's a form of control. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And back in the days, with all the federales and all the shit happening with the artists at that time, they were drugging everybody up, or they were making it easy access to
bro.
these artists to get away from their crazy life. You know what I mean? Being on tour or
Oh, 100%,
live
100%.
performances. You're
Bro,
doing
that's even, we were
50.
just even talking about it recently.
Yeah,
Hot Boys. We were talking about
yeah,
Hot
yeah. Hot
Boys.
Boys. Yeah,
Hot Boys
definitely.
was Baby had them all pimped out by
Yeah, No, but he did it the
Thug in the
right way,
streets.
man. He did it the right
Yeah.
way. He did it the hustler way,
Yeah,
and
yeah, exactly, exactly. He put all them boys on, and
yeah,
that was
yeah,
it. They
yeah.
got so in love with the money that they just stuck with Baby, and then they grew up, and they obviously
Mm-hmm.
had their fucking parts. But like, bro, that guy, they killed it, bro.
They're a fucking amazing group. They're probably like
And
top
they
three in
came in
my
a hard
book.
times, bro, because they came against. They literally came at the same time as Master P, and Master P was just
Yeah,
another block away,
uh
and that
huh.
was like
And around that time, I
real
think
wars.
they had acquired fucking Snoop Dogg. I don't know. I could
Oh
be
yeah,
mistaken,
yeah,
like 2 or 3, and that
yeah,
was he was a powerhouse to come over.
yeah.
Like No Limit Snoop
Cause he
Dogg
was a
was
no
different.
limit,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was different.
No limit
Yeah,
soldiers.
yeah. I thought I told you.
Yeah.
That shit was
Yo,
that's
and
a
that's like
killer.
I remember Pastor Troy came out and remember
Oh
that call?
shit,
Yo, yo,
yeah,
yo, let me talk to P.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
P ain't here.
yeah. That's
He's like, well,
crazy.
if he wants war, we got war. And he's like,
That
yo,
shit was a different time, bro.
the
Especially
South was
where
killing it
music.
at that.
Yeah,
That was
bro.
2000. No, that was
That was
before.
like
That
oh
was like 95,
yeah,
96,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
97.
That it started really like started to transition down
Yeah.
and started to transition west and
Yeah, that's when
Midwest.
P. Diddy decided to come down to Miami.
He was trying to do
And
the
ever
bad
since,
boy South thing,
yeah.
and yeah,
Bro, that shit
I
was
heard
crazy.
that.
Music's crazy, bro. Like you can literally go into like a wormhole of like,
I think like every 5 years, yeah, every 5 years, music is changing, bro. I'm the other day I'm listening to 2010s. First started in 2000s. I was like,
yeah,
okay, let me listen to 2010s, and I'm like, yo, it's a huge kind of gap. You know what I mean? It's
there
like
is.
there was like a quick turn.
But I feel like now that we're so exposed to everything, there's no like, there's no like, everyone has a bang. Like every state has a banger now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah,
Michigan has a like they got their group of people. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Facts.
Like
Hmm.
and their music is hard, dude. It's mad different. Atlanta, obviously, you know. New
Yeah,
York has gone a whole different route with this whole drill stuff.
yeah.
It's insane.
Hmm.
Like,
In
nah, bro,
facts.
music is like before it was like you would only hear certain regions,
Yeah.
but like I feel like every region is like literally pushing each other. Like,
Because I guess people are sitting back and they're actually seeing the big picture when when there's a statement that needs to be made. Like, yo, there's voices out here. Like,
a
how many
lot.
listeners is Drake and all these big artists getting, bro? Like, when they say a message, like it gets across a lot of
Yeah.
fucking people. You know what I mean? So it's just it's a fucking great platform, but at the end of the day, like we live this shit. You know what I mean? Especially independent artists that are
Yeah.
actually on the grind, like daily, like have been doing
Yeah.
it and just fucking pushing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But nah, man, my favorite part about all this shit too is more like the fact is like artists back then were so cookie cutter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you gotta understand. And I'm talking about at a point, and I'm talking like Timberland. Because let's say this, the history, let's say of Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott was making music for such a long time
Yeah.
that they never even aired her because she was fat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's a
And then
trendsetter though. She's a
yeah,
trendsetter.
because
Yeah.
she was too big for the image, and they didn't like her hair because she always
Mhm.
had the chop. You know, like she
Yeah. She
never
was
was
different,
like
bro. She
yeah,
was
mad
different.
different. But she was producing music for a long time, and then eventually they got like comfortable by letting her being in the scenes.
They had no choice.
They
She was a
couldn't.
wrecking ball,
Yeah,
bro.
bro, destroyed.
She just got inducted. I think she recently just got inducted or is about to be inducted. And bro, she wrote so many hits.
Bro,
People are so sleep at that time. I feel like we were blind to
oh no, for sure, for
different.
sure. But the
Just
cool thing is that I'm trying to say is like, bro, sometimes you hear a song and you couldn't even fathom what this person even looks like. You know what I mean? It's funny.
sometimes that's better.
No, it's dope.
Look at Shiloh Destiny Dynasty Shiloh Dynasty. That big YouTuber that like before a while nobody knew what she looked like or anything, and nigga she's on records with Triple X. She's on
Yeah,
records because she kept her identity closed, and it blew up like that. Timberland, all these people
that's
were grabbing
dope.
her stuff.
But I always play like games like that with my friends, like black, Chinese, Asian, or white, you know? And you would never think, it's like, all right, you
This
can't
nigga
see who it
wild,
is.
yo.
And then you be like, oh, you say some shit, but it's like that guy, Max the Demon. You ever
Okay.
heard him? Max the
Nah,
Demon,
nah.
he's from New York. I think he's from Brooklyn, bro. This dude sounds just like Pop Smoke, but like darker. You would think he's like a
It's that
tiny
dark
little
drill,
hood
bro.
nigga. No, bro, it's a little white. It's a white boy, tall white boy. He looks almost like Albanian, like thoroughbred, big, heavy set white boy,
Hey,
but crippin' hard. Sounds like bro, straight from the hood.
music is changing, bro, and
Yo,
and a lot of people are able to adapt to it
blonde hair,
because
blue eyes, bro. Albanian.
I ain't mad at it.
No,
We're
it's
at
dope.
different times now. You know what I mean? Like,
But that just
but
shows you like it's like in DR, bro. You got the Chinaman, and that
Yeah.
nigga speaks Dominican as fuck,
Yeah,
but
facts.
that nigga knows Japanese. But it's crazy, bro. It does like that's how what shows you like doesn't matter what you look like, skin tone or not. Your society is what creates you, bro. You know what I mean?
Your environment, yeah, your
Yeah,
environment creates you.
yeah, bro.
But shit, dog,
Like influence of all
if we
that.
stay like that and that mentality, dog, like we'll never be able to break out.
But
I feel
music,
like of the cycle
music
that
is what
music is
breaks it,
creating.
though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
really
You're right.
does.
You're right. It's like being a basketball player and all that shit. But but it's different now because it's more independent. We have more
Yeah,
control over the
but you gotta
music.
think about when it comes to sports too. Like as much as like gender plays a role, I feel like obviously ethnicity and race plays a role because it's just
Yeah,
body type. You know what I
yeah.
mean? It's like, bro, yeah, there's some people that are like their culture, they're built a certain way. They're just like they'll stay very skinny versus some cultures and like race, they're very muscular and big,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah,
So when it
yeah.
comes to sport, people do have leverage. You know what I mean? Because like you would never
Depends
put
on the.
like a Sam Bolt next to some Asian guy because like they're not born to be runners. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
they're
yeah.
like it's just
Facts.
naturally not their build. Same thing with male and female. Like
So do you think that genetically, like
there's
people that
advantages.
there's advantages with music?
No, the cool. That's what I was trying to say is like
Yeah.
so when it comes to sport, yeah, sports open opportunity for different race as well,
Okay.
but being a certain race also gives you an advantage because muscle and all that
Yeah.
shit
No. Of
and
course.
build.
Of
But
course.
music,
Does it give
it
you an
doesn't matter.
advantage?
No, it doesn't because it does. Because the only way it can matter with like that is because of corporate like ruling and shit. Because they
Okay.
got to keep people in certain place. That's a whole different mindset in my head. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to say is like, but music, it doesn't matter who you are, what color, shape, size. Music is music. You're expressing
Yeah. It's an
something. You
art.
know,
It's
it
an
doesn't
art.
matter if you're certain whatever in this. It's not gonna differentiate if you're a good musician or not because it's you're
Okay.
producing music. Being yeah, bro. Like it can be anything. Like we can talk about
It's
physical or looks, whatever.
it's
It
an
doesn't.
art, and now the times that we're in, bro, like the NFTs and everything, it now is digitalized. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
but that
obviously
sucks.
to
That
send it over, but the NFTs and everything, how that changed the market too with music. You know what I mean? Like I was getting offers of just deals going on. Like, yo, look, if you do this, you invest into this, and you put some of your
yeah.
music into it, then you're able to sell it. You know what I mean, and distribute it out. And I'm like, man, I don't even know about this right now, bro. I
But
don't
I
want
feel
to
like that
invest
shit
in
was a
something I
lick.
don't really know about at the moment. You know what I'm
Like I
saying?
feel like for a little bit that shit was like a scam like
It
era.
was like it looked to me like a pyramid scheme because I had hit in the
It was a blip.
Dogecoin. On the Dogecoin, I had hit. You know what I'm saying? But I had pulled out too early, and I'm like,
No,
fuck
I
it.
feel like
I'm still up. You know what I mean?
at this point in our life, there's always gonna be financial blimps that like trends,
Okay.
and people try to get those licks, bro. Because even living in South Florida, bro, that um free bands, bro. Who talks about it? Future talks about it all the time, bro.
Yeah.
Scamming is a thing, and
Yeah, it
like,
is. In Florida,
bro,
especially.
COVID. You know, a bunch of people got in
Went to
trouble for
jail. Yeah,
PPP
about
loans, bro.
that. Uh
People were
huh.
busting licks all the time, so I feel like crypto, yes, some of it's real, but some of
Yeah.
them are licks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they had invested, probably legal money or
Yeah,
however it was transferred
people were
into
just
it.
fucking trying to move money around, make some
Yeah.
money, lose some money, boom, it's a blimp. NFT,
Mm-hmm.
people moving money around again. You know,
The same thing. That's
Bloom-
why I'm like to
it's just sketch,
to
bro.
put it together with music. Like I just don't understand it yet. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
I'm gonna be able to take some time out and be able to look into it. But at the moment, I was like, nah, I ain't fucking with
nah,
that.
it was
But
weird.
it's
I
fucking
tried to get into it
evolution,
honestly,
man.
but it's yeah, man. I don't know. I tried to like, it was just a weird thing, bro. It's just weird.
He said
That
it was
whole
a
thing,
weird
that
thing.
experience, I like. I
It
don't
was
even know what to
another. It
tell
was
you, bro.
another
It's just
like
like,
dream type shit. Like
yo,
around COVID, like we were talking about.
yeah,
And it happened, bro. It happened, and they're gonna try to make us forget it probably in another 10 years
oh yeah.
before the next one happens. Be ready, nigga. Be ready.
But I think the next one's gonna be way different than we experience at the end of the day, you know. But besides all this like crazy stuff,
Crazy,
like
but
you know,
yeah.
these wormhole talks is
Yo,
like
facts.
So
Yeah,
nowadays, besides all that, inspires you? You know, like what keeps you drive? What are you listening to? Like
yeah.
what fulfills your soul at these days?
Um, just being able to experience music again for the first time and giving me a feeling that of of being familiar with what I love and what I'm passionate about.
Have you done any live shows recently?
Recently, nah, maybe like a few months. I've really just been focusing on the product, you know what I
Okay.
mean? So we'll be able to push it out in the right
Okay,
way.
okay, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
to
I hear
build
you.
that, you know what I mean? To build more,
So give or take, because I know you said you did those shows. You said they were before COVID.
some of them, yeah, some of them were before COVID. We had to do the little Zan one after that, but shit
Okay,
was still weird at that time.
okay, okay.
But before that, yeah, the locks. I think we
So
did
how was that?
diplomats.
How was exactly like your experience after COVID? That show, like,
Yo,
give us,
it was insane, bro.
give me your
Because
output
like
about that.
we were about to go on a tour, on a South by Southwest tour. We had like
Okay.
3 or 4 shows lined up, everything already booked and everything, and then that happened. It was like a setback, a little, but it ain't really
Yeah, yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
But it was a great trip that was gonna be for the team, and then we realized after, like, yo, live shows is gonna be crazy. Like, how are we
Yeah.
gonna perform live if nobody wants to be next to each other?
So my
So
question is, on that show, were like people masked up or what? Like how?
yeah, nah, not really, man. Nobody gave a fuck.
Because it
Like,
was you said what state was it or what city?
this is in Florida. This is
Okay,
probably up
okay,
north,
okay, okay.
Jacksonville, Orlando, Tampa.
But I still feel like people are weirdos sometimes, though. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they
Even
are.
though we were like Florida was lit, like
Yeah,
we were like
yeah.
no
Nah, there was
masks and shit.
COVID
But
parties and
yeah,
shit. Like, that shit was insane. But it was a crazy time. It was a crazy time at that time. And now live shows they're even different. Like, there's not that many events that are going on. There's not that many opportunities for, at least in Miami at the moment. You got to
yeah, yeah.
create opportunity. You know what I
No, no, I
mean?
hear that. I hear that.
But just trying to build and stuff, I feel like that's why a lot of people are moving up, moving around Florida,
Yeah,
trying to create some
but I feel
momentum.
like shit's as much as like Florida still seems kind of crowded. I feel
Yeah.
like we're gonna see a flux real soon. Like people are gonna be like, "Yo, fuck this shit.
Yo,
I can't deal with these
it's
giant
probably going to be the people
grasshoppers."
that are from here
Yeah.
or locals, because
Oh no, they're
yo,
definitely pushing us, bro.
mortgage interest rate shit is high as fuck right
Bro,
now,
they
bro.
definitely squeezing us.
Yeah.
It
Well, we
is.
in California at least, you know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah. No, yeah.
saying? For real, but
But hey, it's crazy because California, they've been talking about that shit for a minute, and them hood motherfuckers still there holding it down. You
I've been to
take,
LA. LA is pretty
you
dope
can't
though.
take
I'm not
out
gonna
no
lie.
hood nigga, no Chico out no place, bro.
Yeah, nah, everybody's still there
This is where
for
we're gonna
generations.
stay.
Yeah, this is generations type shit. This is, you know what I'm saying?
It's
Like,
funny because there's that meme. He's like, rent's going up. He's like, I gotta do something. And it's like this random white guy shoots out his door,
uh,
and it's just like he shoots at the same time every day to bring down the fucking like
bring
the
down the
rates,
oh,
the rates in
shit.
the neighborhood. And in my head is like, bro,
Yo,
this motherfucker's like, you know
yo,
what?
that's crazy.
If you want to squeeze us out, we're gonna make this shit thug as fuck. Nobody
Hey, I
want to
had
move
never
here.
seen that shit before.
No, but I used to laugh because it was like
Yeah.
the funny part is like they put a white dude like
Mm-hmm.
holy shit rent's going up,
Yeah,
so he
yeah.
would literally take out a gun and shoot out the window like ba ba
Yeah.
ba 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 at the same time every day to make sure rent never goes up. But bro, nah,
That's crazy, bro.
they're definitely applying pressure down here, and I've been like
Yeah.
my family's been buying property here since like the
For a
mid
minute.
'90s, bro. So it's like they were giving these shits away.
Yeah, no, that's what
Come
I
down to
heard.
this country ass
Ain't nobody
place.
letting fucking houses go at this time. I've been like, looking around for a minute, and I'm
No, it's
like,
hard, bro.
yo, it's fucking,
It's
and then doing
insane.
music, nigga. Music is a rich man game, bro. So you trying
Oh
to
yeah. Oh no,
buy
yeah.
property, you trying to do music. You got to do one at a time. You know what I'm saying? Because if you, depending on how much you invested
No,
into
no, I know.
yourself,
And another thing is like being self-employed is so much harder to get a house than being
definitely
in the
is. But no,
system.
they got different
No, they got
programs and
different
stuff
programs, but
now. You know
still.
what I mean? You just got to show W-9. You got to sell
Oh
something.
yeah.
Sell something. Just as long as it ain't your ass, go sell something. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's
You'll be
100%.
alright for real.
No, that's the truth though. No, but no, it's definitely properties here it's gone up a lot, man. And it's not even like it was not a slow gradual thing, you know? Like it was
It
like
picked up. Now
whoop,
we seen it. We
COVID
had
happened and it was like
we had
these
seen
houses
it.
went double.
We had seen it already because all these venues that we were performing at started shutting down, and we're like, these are venues that been here for a minute. Grand Central, you know what I mean? They had a crazy
Hey,
party
Grand
there.
Central was dope. I saw ASAP Rocky for $15
They
there.
had everybody there. Like, we even did Bone Thugs and Harmony there. We did Mayday.
You know, Grand Central used to be the pawn shop
Really? With the bus in it?
with the bus and the
That's
airplane.
crazy. I
Bro,
didn't
that
know that.
nightclub was so dope.
Yo,
That shit had
was
an
the
upside
underage
down
shit.
room, bro.
That was the underage shit right
Yo,
there.
that
Yo.
shit was insane. Damn, that shit was underage. I was tripping.
I was underage, nigga. I was definitely a nigga in my teens and shit at that time.
Because
From house shop.
what year were you born?
90.
Okay, so I'm 2 years older than you. But nah, bro. I mean, I guess it was underage because I mean, I was definitely doing ecstasy at like 18, 19 years old
Ah,
and being in
nigga.
that
Nah, you
bitch
was an old
tripping
soul. That's
balls.
what it is,
I
nigga.
was like, what? There's a plane in here?
Nah, at that time I don't think I was sticking, dog. I started sticking when like
No,
I'm So
because
High came out, grind mode and shit. You know what I'm
bro,
saying?
funny because I was just talking about I'm gonna get Chaos out here because I grew
Yeah,
up.
dope,
Chaos used to come to my bar all the time and
dope,
shit.
dope.
But hey, I'm so high, classic, bro.
Yo, them
And
niggas had
I'm
hella
so
classes.
high.
That type of music, bro. It's like
Hey, sticking
it.
and rolling.
Yeah, it's
I'm
facts.
sticking. We
Yeah.
rolling. Hey.
Yo, G shit. Shout out Deslot, man.
Hey,
Piccolo.
no, that shit, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like the thing is I can't really talk because I was in the inside, but
Okay.
I wonder if like in the outside, like New York, Georgia, and all those places, like were they like literally listening to those songs like we were like vibing
I
down here?
think people that probably were taking it up, because it's all
No, I know. It's
energy
on.
transfer and all
Yeah,
type of shit. People were moving around here and there.
but that shit was an
That's how you
era down
found out
here,
a lot.
bro.
Shit, I remember I had took it when I went to go see my family and shit. I had took that music up there, and they were like, "What music you listen to down there?" I said, "I'm about to put y'all on." I had brought some beans and everything on that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Yo,
yeah,
had
let me
everybody
keep
sticking
going,
and jugging nigga up north. You hear me?
bro.
The niggas was like, "Yo, this shit is vibing." I said,
Bro,
"Man,
that
fuck with
shit
me,
was
man.
an
Fuck with me."
era.
That was a time I'm the shit. You know what I'm saying? Berg was out like,
Yeah. Shit was low, not even low key, high key a fucking error, bro.
yeah.
That
It
was
was.
like, I was
They
just
say it's the
saying,
golden era, man. The real golden era. You know?
bro, it's funny because I showed with Chaos and he was like, he made a beat with one of his homeboy. He made a song here one time
Okay.
because I used to have a music booth over here in the
Dope.
corner. So Chaos made a song with one of his homeboys and he was telling that story. He's like, bro, when I made that song, Trick Daddy used to hate. He used to be like, we're making straight punk music and shit. He's like, no one gonna like that shit.
Yeah.
And bro, that shit, like, I even said, it's like that era had black people literally doing pills and shit because they never do that shit. 3 6 Mafia were probably the only niggas
Yo,
actually popping pills, and
we were
everyone in
sticking our
Florida was taking
head.
ecstasy, bro.
Yo, this
It
shit
was
was
probably the most
crazy.
loving point
Yeah, for
of
real. It
South.
was a great time, nigga.
There was no
It was
shootings like that. It was literally
a
niggas getting fucked up and dancing, bro.
Yo,
All in the hood, bro. I
that
used to
shit
go
is
to all the
crazy.
parties.
He said pawn shop. That was a throwback, dog.
Pawn shop was the shit.
Shit. Sheesh, that school bus, nigga. That shit was different, nigga. Should have went down in that school
Yeah,
bus. You hear
that's what
me?
I was gonna say. That
That's
I
a
got
fact.
plenty of memories in that school
Yeah,
bus.
that's probably what built me, like, to like love music so much, to like
But that the
experience
cool
that
thing
type
was
of
like there
time.
was that place had different rooms.
Yeah,
It was kind
yeah,
of like
yeah,
cameos. Remember
yeah,
cameos?
yeah. On South
Which
Beach,
yeah, South Beach. That's right next to
it's next to that
Madonna's.
hotel.
Madonna's was like the
Oh
first
man,
underage.
you walk by that bitch, you got a girl right in the
Yeah,
front. She looking at you.
Madonna's
What you
was
wanna
probably the
do?
first underage strip club because you had to be
Yeah,
18, but the bitches didn't take off their bottoms.
yeah. They're like a bikini bottom type
Yeah,
shit.
that
Uh,
shit's fucking yo. Florida's
fucking
a whole different thing.
nigga.
Yo, insane, insane.
It's the type of clubs that they do. They have a whole bunch of
How
bikini
this shit
bar.
even legal? We were just saying underage bars. So I used to go to Gemini Club Gemini,
Gemini,
which
damn,
is in
that's throwback.
Hollywood, which is low key. That was the first place that Two Live Crew got arrested because they had so many naked bitches on stage during that
Not
twerking
surprised,
era,
bro. They had to represent for the crib. You know what
bro.
I'm saying? When
All
people
that
come down, that's what they
fucking
want to see.
Cap D coming type shit, like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bro, they got arrested there, but they used to do like I guess it was 16 and up kind of parties.
Okay.
And bro, in my head, I was just talking to someone like, how the fuck is that even like cool? Like, how did our parents even let us go to that shit? And who the fuck volunteered to work these things? Because we need to check their history. Yo,
You check
like,
niggas' resumes.
hold
What
on,
you
nigga,
talking
you might
about?
be a pedophile watching a bunch of kids
Yeah.
party all day. But I remember we used to
Uh,
grind so much. Like
yeah.
we like that was like the grinding era. That I remember after a while in the parties, like, all right, you guys are too close. Separate, too close.
Nah, I still like that. That's why when Afro beats and stuff came around, it kind of ignited that that sensual feeling of being
I
with
did.
somebody and meeting somebody else for the first night. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of music that we doing. Like,
And
it's
then
a different
eventually I remember
experience,
after
man.
that whole era of bopping, I kind of got into like the Spanish club. I used to go to the Boulevard all day.
Yo, everybody used to go to Bully, nigga. What you talking about?
Hey,
But there was a
hey,
lot of shootouts there too, so we stopped going. You know what
you
I'm saying?
know,
Like we were just going over there
$10
and
Presidente
fuck with some
pictures all
people.
night.
Nah, you get a bottle, you get $100
Oh
bottle
yeah,
out there. You know what I'm saying? You get yourself a little section
my
because there's too many
cousin,
people.
my cousin used to play baseball. Like
Okay,
he used to play for the Brewers.
dope.
And at that time, when I was going to Boulevard, he was chilling with Hanley Ramirez.
Okay.
You remember Hanley? He played for Boston and shit. Dominican nigga with dreads.
Yeah, no, I probably would have to tap in.
But yeah, so he used to Hanley at that time just got signed, but Hanley used to chill with Manny Ramirez.
Okay.
So he used to be at the
Yeah,
Boulevard.
Manny Ramirez is
Classic,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Classic. But I was like, bro, it's crazy. Cause I used to use my cousin's fake ID. He was 21.
Nah,
I was
you
3
ain't
years
shit.
younger than him. So I was in there at like 19 years old at the Boulevard with Hanley Ramirez and Manny,
That's crazy.
killing
dog.
presidentes with them, bro. And
Yeah,
the Dominican bar. I remember one time we
Boulevard was
saw
different, dog.
what's this guy's name? Omega. You know Omega, the Dominican singer.
Yeah, of
We
course.
saw Omega. Like I was right there in front of Omega with these niggas lit as shit, bro.
Yeah,
Boulevard
wow.
was the shit. That
Yeah,
was an
wow.
era itself.
I don't even think there's been a club like that since.
The only place that's coming close, Kigo. That should just snap. But the only place that comes close to that right now, honestly, is this place called Amsterdam.
It's I've been there recently, bro. Yo,
That
I didn't
shit's-
realize.
it's tough.
I didn't realize.
I don't like to party like that no more.
Yo, I was like, yo, I'm trying to get some. I'm trying to get some food and shit. I was trying to have a chill night.
Rough.
I got like 2-3 joints rolled on me. I'm trying to vibe up. Nigga, we had walked in that shit. We had went with the homies for one of the homies' B-Day. Shout out Chico. And bro, this shit was active, bro. They had girls on the bar, all type of shit. It's like so
Dominican
much
bars
women
are
around.
extra.
I'm like, I was just cooling, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody, we went there, just to vibe up a little bit.
hookah, papi?
But nigga, I went to grab some. I'm like, nigga, they serve food here, nigga.
Yo, they do though.
They do?
They do.
Because I couldn't tell.
Bro, I wouldn't even trust eating food. The food's probably fire, no disrespect, but the niggas walking and bitches walking around you, you're not gonna enjoy
You're
your
in
meal.
VIP,
Someone
you know
might
what I'm saying?
finesse you with some shit.
Yeah, bro. It's
Nah.
like
Last time
that shit was
low-key,
intense. All
I
right,
feel like
I
got-
left my
Actually, it
fucking.
was with this motherfucker Kiko. We went to Amsterdam, and I think
That
we
shit
got
was
roofied,
intense.
yo. We got roofied.
That nigga
for
said we
sure.
got roofied.
We def-
Yeah, that's
Bro, we had
horrible.
like 4 drinks the whole night.
That's
and
horrible.
By the time we left Amsterdam, I don't even remember driving here. It was fucking
Probably
rough.
some
Dominican
good 4
niggas
drinks.
always trying us.
Yeah, you crazy, bro.
But nah, man. But either way, we're gonna let you have the light for a second. Kind of let us know what you're doing for the rest of the year. What's your plays? What's your plan? What are you dropping?
Okay.
And all that stuff.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yo, to be honest, we just active, man. I'm working on a few singles right now to keep dropping. I had started dropping consistently since September, so we probably got like 4 or 5 videos out now since then, and we're pushing right now. Love You Better is out now. We're basically pushing that. You know what I mean? That's one of the main singles, and I'm working on a summer EP, something real fly, man. People gonna love this shit, bro. It's gonna be the best music I ever put out in my life, kid.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
like that
I vouch
energy.
on that. I like you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
And the team pushing now too. Famous Danny, Nightmares out now. Jeff Stones, Rather Be Distant 3 is gonna be dropping real fucking soon. He got something cooking up right before that. You know what I mean? And we keeping shit active, bro. Shout out the homie. Shout out TDT Entertainment. It's the bros, man. It's a set.
Hell yeah. Hell
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
And quick last question: if you can make a song with anyone you had the opportunity to with,
Dead or
dead or
alive?
alive, who would it be?
Probably Michael Jackson, bro.
Damn,
That's the
That's
goal.
crazy.
Like you can't,
I don't know if you even
it's
saw
it's
one
really,
of the less.
It's really fucking tough to pick
Bro.
that. Like top of my head is probably
Bro, hey, I'm a Michael Jackson
because
fan.
nigga fucking
Hey,
Bob.
you
like,
won.
Come on, bro.
No, we can say Bob, but like, bro,
But Michael Jackson, like, imagine like what he'll be able to
Hey.
do with the music that's like out now, bro. Like, nah, for real though, like
Bro.
for real. Just as a songwriter, because
Legend.
nigga, imagine songwriting for Michael Jackson and creating something like,
that song Ben is one of my favorite Michael Jackson songs.
yeah.
And
Nah,
that song
Thriller
is literally
my-
just about being
Thriller's
a
my
friend to
shit, man.
somebody.
Thriller,
Ben just needed that one friend, bro.
Ben just need.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah, that's
But
classic.
that's funny you
shit,
said
man.
that because the episode we just dropped,
Uh.
someone said Michael.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't know if you watched it, but that
Nah,
shit,
I don't think
bro,
I had like seen clips and shit, but I don't think like immediately.
he's a DJ.
That's basically like
And,
just off the top
the
of
question
head.
was like, dead or alive, who would you want to perform for? Like, make a mix, like perform at.
Yeah, bro.
And he
it's
said
just,
Michael. That shit was lit,
because I think about it like this. Like when I was growing up, I was listening to Michael. You know what I'm saying? I'm a '90s baby, but
bro.
that's still, you know what I mean. And it was a lot of Tupac. You know what I mean? Big. Bone Thugs and stuff, but
Michael, bro.
Mark Anthony, you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
bro.
Salsa Bachata in
We
the
can
house.
get lost in the Spanish talk. His acting comedian he talks about is like, my life was hard. I listened to real thug music and real romantic Spanish shit.
music, Romeo, all type of shit. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
Juan
Like,
Luis Guerra, all that shit, bro.
yeah, man. Hector
Softies, but
Lavoe,
we'll chop your head off. But we'll love you.
Yeah, you crazy, bro.
But nah, hell yeah, brother.
Yo, appreciate you, man. Appreciate your
it, man.
time, man. For real, and everybody that's been, kicking it with us and shit. Shout out my nigga Jaden here. You part of the TGT Media Group. Get that boy, man. That's fam right there. It's a set. But hopefully,
that was fire. That was
we can cook something up, man. We could put something together and do something special.
This episode on 444.
Yes, sir.
4 I'm sipping. Wood grain on gripping.
Hey, that was that shit though. That was that shit.
They were there. They were holding it down.
Oh shit! Let's toss this.
Woo! We did it, guys.
I had to edit that out. Yo.
Oh,
niggas.
That's awesome.
Yo, let me know, man. We got some other artists too. We got like 2-3 other artists.
All day.
Them niggas is cooking right now too.
All day. This is the platform for it.
Yeah, definitely, bro.
Take some shots of you right here. I'm gonna take pictures of you real quick though. Yeah, like right here.
Get my good side.
Yeah.
Fucking man. I appreciate you.
Fuck yeah, bro. That was awesome.
Yo. That shit was too short, bro. We could have kept going.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Tell me about it.
It's a Sunday, but like another day, maybe we could do some shit. We can bring the group through. Let me show you a vibe you ain't never felt before. Yeah, I am that boy.
Let me love you better, baby. Say I drive you hella crazy. Been about this paper lately. Fall through, we get it faded. Party is a celebration. More life, more elevation. Paradise, our destination. I don't wanna hear no maybe. Let me love you better, baby. Say I drive you hella crazy. Been about this paper lately. Fall through, we get it faded. Party is a celebration. More life, more elevation. Paradise, our destination. I don't wanna hear no maybe. Say I drive you hella crazy. Hope you have your seatbelt on. Loving when you talking nasty. Posing in your see-through thong. Knowing you the baddest little baby I done came across. Let's not talk about our exes. Yeah, they all took a loss. You ain't never been in love, so how you really know the cost? 2 or 3 Birkin bags, 5 or 6 Prada tags. Condo out on Biscayne with a roommate where she love to brag. Hitting Club 11 with her girls, yeah, she up for grabs. Then she drunk texting me, baby, I just wanna love you bad. Let me love you better, baby. Say I drive you hella crazy. Been about this paper lately. Fall through, we get it faded. Party is a celebration. More life, more elevation. Paradise, our destination. I don't wanna hear no maybe. Let me love you better, baby. Say I drive you hella crazy. Been about this paper lately. Fall through, we get it faded. Party is a celebration. More life, more elevation. Paradise, our destination. I don't wanna hear no maybe. You know I'm back in town, so let's start planning our next escape. LA for the summer, whining, dining like we can't be late. Sway under the moonlight, watch the leaves change in Central Park, New York for the fall for you, baby, yeah. I'm falling hard, Miami for the winter, where all the lovers and sinners play. Champagne and some Minute Maid, Dawn 42 or anything. Come alive, Ocean Drive, hit this scenic Brooke Collins ad. Kiss you on your arching back while I stroke and you throw that ass. Lick you on the right spots while you climax and reach the top. Twisting up some purple strain, ignited with our love is flame. Love it when I talk my shit, kiss and tell, we don't talk about it. Addicted to this loving, I'm conflicted when we cutting, yeah. Let me love you better, baby. Say I drive you hella crazy. Been about this paper lately. Fall through, we get it faded. Party is a celebration. More life, more elevation. Paradise, our destination. I don't wanna hear no maybe. Let me love you better, baby. Say I drive you hella crazy. Been about this paper lately. Fall through, we get it faded. Party is a celebration. More life, more elevation. elevation. Paradise, our destination.